So it seems like every day we have something new happening with Amazon and Fire TV lineup. And this is Justin. Amazon just raised the prices of Fire TV devices, and some of these increases are absolutely massive. Fire TV Stick 4K Max jumped from $60 to $85, and the Fire TV Cube, that thing now costs $200. But here's where it gets really interesting. The biggest price increases are hitting Amazon's Android-based Fire TV devices, while the newer Vega OS models received much smaller increases. So what exactly is happening there? And most importantly, should you even buy a Fire TV at these new prices? We're gonna jump right into it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Let's go. This year, we've seen price increases on Roku, Walmart's on devices, Apple TV. Amazon was basically one of the last streaming companies that hadn't significantly raised the prices. Well, that just changed. According to AFTV News, of course, I'll link the full article in the description, Amazon has now increased their regular prices across the entire Fire TV Stick and Fire TV Cube lineup, and some of these prices are pretty significant. So let's jump into some of these new prices, and don't be fooled by the deals that they have going on, the limited time deal. I think this is essentially just to mask what the real price is. So look at the list price. That's what we're going to be talking about. So we can see here the Fire TV Stick HD is now $39. The Fire TV Stick 4K is $49. The Fire TV Stick 4K Plus is $69. Fire TV Stick 4K Max is $84 or $85. And the Fire TV Cube is a whopping $199 or $200. And don't worry, they're giving you a 45% discount, so you should be good to go. But there's something really interesting about some of these increases. Now look at which devices have the biggest hike. So Fire TV Stick HD and 4K Select are on Vega OS, and they increased by 14 to 25%. However, the Android-based Fire TV Sticks, so we're talking about the Plus, we're talking about the 4K Max, we're talking about the Fire TV Cube, all increased about 40% more. And the timing is interesting because we already know that Amazon is moving its future Fire TV Sticks towards Vega OS instead of Android. So I have to wonder, is Amazon intentionally making its remaining Android device hardware less attractive? And that would be a good way to do it. Just jack up the prices, force people not to try to buy them, and essentially adapting a new ecosystem. So that's something we don't know. The price increases could simply be related to higher manufacturing costs, tariffs, and Android adjustment prices across the hardware lineup. And in fact, Amazon products, including Echo, Kindles, as well as the Euro devices, have also received their increases. But regardless of the reason, the results are the same. Android-based Fire TV hardware just became considerably more expensive. So would I buy them? And you guys already know the answer to this, but this is something I have to ask you guys. At $85, I have a very hard time recommending Fire TV Stick 4K Max at that price. And there are simply too many other streaming devices competing in that price range. And at $200 for the Fire TV Cube, that's even harder. The Cube is powerful, hands-free, Alexa, HDMI output, features you don't get on most streaming boxes. But we're talking about $200 for hardware that launched years ago. And at that price, buyers are going to start comparing it to much more premium devices. We're talking about Apple TV of this world and Nvidia Shield TVs. So I wouldn't be surprised if we continue to see the 4K Max and the Cube selling well below these new MSRP prices during promotions. As we can see here, prices are jacked up, but they got deals on all of the devices. So the bigger picture is that I think cheap streaming hardware is slowly disappearing. Roku raised their prices, Walmart raised their prices with on devices, Apple has raised their prices, and now Amazon has joined them. And the days of getting the surprisingly cheap 4K streaming hardware for $20, $30, or $40 may be at an end. And without Amazon simultaneously transitioning Fire TV towards Vega OS, 2026 is turning into one of the biggest shakeups we've seen in the streaming market for years. But let me know what you guys think. $85 for a Fire TV Stick 4K Max, $200 for a Fire TV Cube. Would you still buy either one of those at that prices, or would you go with something like the Google TV, Roku, Apple TV, Nvidia Shield TV in this case? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Of course, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.